Hey Leo, it's Kaylove's Tarot. Oops, cards are all over the place. I'm going to do your January bonus love read for this month. It's January 2020. Oops, butterfingers today. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. One just flew into my lap. The Six of Wands. There we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Love bonus read for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Another one. King Cups reversed. Just FYI, this might not resonate for every single one of you. If it don't, check out your Moon or your Rising, or go and check out either the first half of January or second half of January reads on my channel, which are all out, by the way, and they're all love reads, okay? Let's finish this off. Or go check out another reader on YouTube. There are plenty of very talented ones about. Right, so we've got the Six of Wands, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles, High Priestess, Five Pentacles reversed, and the Four of Swords. Okay. Also reversed. Let's throw a couple of romance angels on this. Just move these over. All right, Leo. Leo, we've got new love. And I've also got love yourself first. Okay. Brilliant. So, before I clarify, right off the bat, what I'm sort of seeing here is I think you're getting attention from an ex when you're actually trying to move on. I think we've got sort of this nice little small gesture here, but I don't think you're emotionally available with the King of Cups being in the reverse. You're probably getting attention from someone here who actually sort of wants to take things slow and see where it goes, and they're maybe trying to edge their way in slowly. But, you know, I sort of see being emotionally unavailable because we've got some sort of ex in the past or somebody that you may have been on and off with kind of lingering in the background, and that, you know, they sort of shut either you or them shut each other out, and then you come back together. You shut each other out, you come back together. And I think that that's why we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. You can't lay this to rest and move on. Because you're not allowed to at the minute, I suppose. Well, you are, if you put your foot down. I don't think you're giving yourself permission to fully let it go yet. Not completely. There may be outside aspects as well as to why you can't let it go. You know, like if you work together or if this kid's involved or something like that. I just see this sort of three-way kind of situation that's kind of hindering you a little bit. Okay, don't read these as clarifiers in the reverse, by the way, you guys. So we've got the Eight of Swords, the World, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, one over new love, please. There we go. You're trying. I'll give you that. You're trying. Right, listen. I think, like I said before, I think we're sort of getting attention from both sides here, okay, from the past and from, you know, something new as well. If this isn't already sort of going on, then it may be coming in. This sort of new energy where you may actually start to feel something for somebody else. But like I say, we've still got this energy from the past that's kind of in the way and interfering. And I think that you want a second chance at love. We've got something nice and new coming in with a, you know, potential sort of union going on there with the lovers. But I think that the Seven of Cups is you're still weighing up your options, so you're not going to solidify anything here. I like the fact that we've got the World over these two, because this is what's going on and this is the reaction, you know, the effect. Somebody coming around that you all, you know, either you or them shut each other out, but it's leaving you emotionally unavailable. So the World's coming to say this phase has got to stop. This recurring problem of somebody coming back around and affecting your emotional well-being, that phase has got to come to an end. It's as simple as that, Leo. And I think that with the Eight of Swords here, with the High Priestess, I think that you have literally gone into the mindset of, I don't want to reveal anything, I don't want to talk about anything, and you may be locking it all up in a little box in the back of your mind and just sort of leaving it there under lock and key. I think some things do need to be revealed, and I do think that it's wise if you have got somebody new around you that is trying to make an effort. I think it's wise that you let them know where they stand. I think the whole mysterious demeanour is all good and well, but you don't want to lead anyone on either if you're not ready for something that they clearly are offering. Again, I think the Knight of Swords has come in to sort of say, well, listen, isn't it time that we nip this in the bud once and for all and cut this off once and for all? You know, I mean, sometimes the knights are messengers, and maybe this is delivering communication that you are very, and it's also fast movement as well, that this has got to stop and fast, that we need to lay this to rest like now, not later. So maybe you need a conversation with whoever this is that keeps coming back around to sort of say to them, look, I'm ready to move on, and I'm sick of, you know, not only you being in suspense, but you also keeping somebody new in suspense as well. I like the fact that we've got the Love You Send First card, because it says on the card, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I think that that's probably why you've got new love coming in, because maybe you have been a little bit aloof and mysterious to this person. I also like the High Priestess in the sense that, you know, intuition and, for some of you, even psychic abilities are going to be really strong during this time. And maybe you can sort of instinctively tell when somebody's going to come back around. So I'm starting to actually wonder now, have you purposely left yourself emotionally unavailable because you are instinctively know somebody's going to come back around? Is that what the problem is? If I'm perfectly honest, it's an issue that's not being laid to rest. And look at the four. Look at the four. 3 swords. 1's laid to rest. 3's still to go. And what is the 3 of swords in the tarot? It's heartbreak. It's pain. It's self-sabotaging. You know, it's almost in the reverse, like he's floating over those 3 swords, waiting to crash down on top of them. I always pay attention to imagery in my tarot cards, because I think the imagery gives away so much more than textbook. And I think that at the end of the day, it's almost like you're waiting to be hurt again by this person. It's almost like you expect it. And it begs the question, why do you know, if the 5 of Pentacles reversed and somebody's coming back into your life, at one point or another, you would have shut them out. So why are we now letting them back in after we shut them out? Again, it's self-sabotaging. I think you need to nip this in the bud and quickly and cut this off. Because I think you're stunting your own growth moving forward to something a hell of a lot better. And I think what also the 7 of Cups is going to represent a hell of a lot of confusion, especially for anybody new in your life that actually wants to get to know you. It's going to create a hell of a lot of confusion. And, you know, you need to be able to let new prospects know the deal. So I'd absolutely recommend, so let me just shut this curtain because it's getting a bit bright. I'd absolutely recommend that if you're going through this, I think you need to put yourself in a position where you know where you stand with everybody else, and you also need to let them know where they stand as well. But I think Spirit's trying to sort of say to you here, can we leave the past in the past? Because we've got something really, really nice coming towards you. And this is your incentive to move on. Something really meaningful, something worth it. But like I always say with the lovers, you know, the lovers tends to come out. And if you think about the Rider-Waite, you know, you've got the big angel guide on the top. And then you notice there's a mountain between them both. And that mountain represents a blockage, represents a hurdle. That you know, they can't get to each other because of this hurdle. And I think that, you know, it's a great sort of message that comes from the lovers to say, look, you know, this is something worth it. You've just got to get over that mountain to sort of meet each other in the middle here. And your mountain at the minute is this person from your past who keeps sort of knocking you off your emotional stability kind of thing, you know, and keeping you emotionally unavailable, let's say. I think you need to clear your energy of whoever this is and give yourself permission to move on and let it go. Okay? I'm going to leave that there, Leo. If anyone wants personal reading, feel free to email me. It's at the bottom of the screen there. I'll be back on or around the 1st of February for your first half of February love reads. But don't forget, you can also check out your first half of January and your second half of January love reads that are already on my channel. I do recommend you go check those out. Right, and you guys, I'll leave that there. You take care. Bye for now.